Another argument that Bernanke used was Congress will criticize monetary policy. Wake up, man. The whole world is criticizing your monetary policy. You know, where's the big surprise there? At least 74% of Americans are saying your monetary policy is stupid. We need to find out more of what's going on. But no, people will criticize our monetary policy decisions. This is my favorite, my personal favorite. The world will fall apart. Stuff will start melting, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria, all these things going on. The world will fall apart. You know why I love that argument? Because they always say, we're the extremists. We just say, we want to see what's on your books. We want our money to actually be worth something. We don't say that it's going to be the end of the world if we get what we want. Okay, that's the argument they always use. They use it with audit the Fed. They use it with issues like end the mandate. Well, if we don't have this mandate, all these poor people are never going to get health insurance and everybody's going to die out in the streets. Easy there, buddy. We just don't want to be forced to buy health insurance. But it's personally my favorite argument. Because they come out and say the world is going to fall apart if I don't get my way. And they stamp their little temper tantrum and they walk off the stage. When the Fed released this information, Bernanke screamed about that too, saying if we release this information, there's going to be runs all over banks all across America. I haven't really seen that happening too much so far. People want to know if their bank's sound. People want to know if the place where they're putting their money is going to be around a year from now. Bernanke wants to hide that from people. And we are going to stop him from hiding that from people. What's in store for Campaign for Liberty for 2011 with Audit the Fed? Well, again, it's going to be our top priority issue. We're doing many of the same things we did last year. We've already sent out some mailings, emails, urging people to sign our petitions to donate to the cause. And I know it's hard to keep donating to something like this over and over and over, but really they can print all the money they want. And they can do anything they want. And the only thing that each of us has is the power of the grassroots to stop it. That's all we have. So we're there, getting our petition signed, spreading the message. We'll be holding more mass action days like we did last year. This worked really well, where we had local C4L's take their petitions to their congressman's local district office, because they think they're going to get all that flack in DC and people forget they actually have district offices. We showed up one day and reminded them, no, we're keeping track of everything. So we made the phone calls, we sent faxes, we sent emails, urging people to contact their congressman. And we'll be continuing more of that next year. So again, just keep an eye on your mailbox on campaignforliberty.com, and we'll be giving you updates along the way. Like Doug says, they're already trying to kill the bill in the House. They did put it in the wrong committee. They put it in the Banking and Oversight Committee instead, and basically their answer was, okay. When we challenged them about it, they said, well, it probably should have been in there before. It's never been in there before at all, but hey, we thought this time it should have probably been in there. So they put it in there. So we've been working with Dr. Paul's office on that, and Dr. Paul's office is actually working quite hard to get that situation fixed. So we're waiting for word from him on what to do, what direction he wants to take it, what needs to be done. So again, stay tuned to Campaign for Liberty, and check your emails, check the website. We'll be releasing more information on that as we continue to go. Some steps that I think everybody can do to advance the issue. For one, believe it's going to happen. Yeah, I know it's hard after all these years with all these issues not going our way sometimes to really think we can pull this off. But again, we've already done amazing things in just 2 years. We've already changed how the Fed is perceived. We've changed how the Fed operates. We've changed what the chairman does just in 2 years. We can do this. A lot of people like to say, well, it's, an audit's not enough. An audit's not really going to get us very far. Why even bother? We've got to take that first step. The audit is just the first step toward eventually ending the Fed. We've got to take that first step. Second, make sure that you've done everything you can do to get your congressman on board again. A lot of these congressmen are going to say, well, I sponsored it last time and you saw what happened there, so it's not really worth doing it again. Don't let up on them though. Show them that you're going to be there continuing to put that pressure on them. As we often say in the emails and in our mailings, we not only have to keep that pressure on, we've got to turn it up. We've got to show them that we're not going anywhere, we're not going away, and that we're going to make sure they get on that bill. So make sure you're taken care of, sign the petitions. Next, spread the word. let everybody know. This was what was so cool to watch last time, is people did everything imaginable to get the word spread out, holding signs at all sorts of events. We recommended people call in to local talk shows if they're talking about monetary policy. Call in, ask them about Audit the Fed, tell other listeners to contact their representative and co-sponsor Audit the Fed. Go out and get signatures. A lot of people would take the petitions we had on our website and they would just stand out in front of grocery stores as people were coming in and out. They'd explain the issue a couple seconds, get people's signature on it, they'd collect them all, and they'd send them in. So it's a good way to get a lot of mass support. Letters to the editor were another great thing that people did last year. People need to see that regular, average, everyday people are talking about this, that this isn't just something that if they accidentally flip the channel on C-SPAN, they'll hear Bernanke being interviewed about it. This is something they need to see that their fellow citizens are passionate about. And they need to see that energy and that commitment from all of us. So those are just a few things we can do, and I believe that this year we will get that vote in Congress. We will get it to the president's desk. And you know, what he does with it is up to him. If he doesn't sign it, let him explain why he doesn't care what happened to trillions of taxpayer dollars. That's up to him to explain in 2012 when he's trying to work election. So again, I should keep an eye out for these flyers. Grab some, pass some right over here around CPAC. If we have extras, take them back to your district, get the word going. And this year, let's pass Audit the Fed.
Thanks, Matt. A couple things I wrote down while Matt was talking. For those congressmen, and you are going to hear it, some of you will run into your congressman who co-sponsored it last time, and they're going to tell you, well, I co-sponsored it last time. I don't think I should do it this time. Isn't that enough? No. As my dad used to always say, it's not what have you done for me, it's what have you done for me lately. They need to co-sponsor it again, or we're going to go after them again. So that's number one. Number two, it was put in the wrong committee. We were prepared when we found this out to light up the House leadership and just really go after them. Ron asked us to hold off. He is working with the House leadership and with the chairman of the Financial Services Committee to get it put back in the right committee. I keep bugging them about how long do we have to wait. We're ready to light up Speaker Boehner and the rest of the House leadership if this isn't fixed. So watch your inboxes for that if it doesn't get fixed. Finally, just a couple things, a couple reminders. Rand's speech, right after this in this room in about 5 minutes, Tom Woods will be speaking. So remember Rand Paul's speech at 3:45 in the Marriott Ballroom. Please go listen to Rand talk. At 8 o'clock tonight, the Liberty Forum, which will be in the Thurgood Marshall Ballroom. And then tomorrow, 3:30 to 4 o'clock, Ron will be speaking in the Marriott Ballroom. And followed by a book signing. Ron will be doing a book signing at the Campaign for Liberty booth in the exhibition hall. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for coming. We've actually got to clear out and get this room ready for Tom, so thank you. And those of you that are interested, or not those of you that are interested, anyone with a badge, please remember to cast a vote in the straw poll for the candidate of your choice. Thanks a lot.